Well, a quick video on the high power Astro Spectra. We'll look into what can be done with it and what mods can be done. Right, there we go. We've got the lids off, and this is a W3 110 watt UHF Astro Spectra, and I bought 3 of these, and I remember now it was £84 for 3 delivered, and the package weighed about 20 kilograms. So all the way from New York I think these came from. Well, first thing to do is to put some power leads on them, and the specific connector for this uses really thick leads, thicker than these, and with a fancy connector on the end, and they're about $20 odd, plus now about $20 postage and about $15 import duty, so you'd be paying more for the cable than you would for the radio. So all I do is I drill through the plastic piece there, and you can see that moves. I replace the power leads with ones that come all the way through. Nice big fuse in here, and there we go. I've taken the cover off the receiver front end. That's another mod that can be done, but it's not vital. You can add about 4 or 5 components on this ceramic board and just get an improvement on the receiver. It's not a drastic improvement, but it's worth doing if you've got the bits. It should only take about 10 minutes to do that job, but the board is ceramic, and you're using little tiny components and ridiculous amounts of soldering iron wattage. So it's not an easy job, surprisingly. So that lives under that tin box. There we go. Something like that. Oh, no, it goes that way around. And that's just screwed on. So that's one job you can do, the preamp. The other one is to enable it to switch on. Well, the microphone goes in here, and there's another 25 pin connector hidden behind this handle, and I'm just using it to get audio out now. But if you didn't do any mods, you could plug this in there. The W3 wouldn't switch on, and the only way of making it switch on is put in a switch to switch the set on. There is a mod now that can be done to fix that. To get at it, first thing you have to do is use the key, which I've mentioned before. There we go. Which allows you to open that handle and gives you access to 2 screws. Right, there's the 2 screws out. So this is now loose, and we have to try and get that board out. No soldering needed. Pull this ribbon cable off, like that, and in some ways it's best to take it out completely. Leave it there. So that's that removed. There's a little spring clip at this end. Not quite sure why it's there, to be honest. Just pulls out. And back there. So that's that released. Swing the thing over, and there's a little puzzle here. We'll have this lid off this RF board. Just makes life a bit easier. Unplug that. Plug and play, I think we could say about this. There's a little spring device on the back we could do with pulling up. Just managed to put it back where it started. Come on, matey. There we are. That's it. and we got it out. So it didn't take that long. Right, once we've got the board out, you will find that that link is absent. I've now put one in. It's at position JU52. Right, this plastic piece is just clipped on, and there it goes. And we need to add a little link. You can see it there. I forget what number it is. I think it's 20 to 3. But once you've got this board in front of you, that should show you where you're going. That looks like number 3 at the bottom. Probably number 20 there at the top. So those two mods, that linking piece there and that little link there, will enable the W3 mic to work correctly. You'll notice that this set is more or less identical in most ways, down to a 25 watt set. It's RF boards, command board on the other side, and the Vocon board. The only change is this big PA that seems quite well fitted. To start. There we go. That's a bigger PA than on any of the others, and that's the only real change. Another mod that's worth doing, replacing the mini UHF connector with a BNC, for instance. Bit of miniature coax, that tin lid comes off, bit of messing needed to get it through there, and replace that piece of cable. Find yourself a BNC with a tail on it, and life becomes a bit easier then. So that's more or less it on the high power UHF W3 Spectra, Astro Spectra.